What it do, ladies and gentlemen? How are you? Welcome to Buckets and Duckets. This is episode 12. I am your host, Chase Myers. Over there is my co-host, the one, Josh Watts.
This is episode 12, which if you multiplied that by 12 would be 144, which is exactly how many pounds Conor McGregor's bitch ass weighs, and is exactly how much Chase is going to knock him out. How about that math? Math leading around to an ass whooping, Conor. Woo-hoo-hoo! Come get some.
Pick a weight, Conor. You pick a weight. Don't matter. Eat a steak, eat a salad, either way. I'll beat your ass at either weight, bro. Let's do this. Oh, I'm tired.
I hope he's listening. I hope
like
he's
the
listening.
energy.
I hope he's...
Bro, I'm telling you, I just email Conor McGregor at Conor McGregor every day and just talk. I figure that's got to be him. I Instagram, Twitter, the whole thing. Yeah. I got Google alerts, and I send his mom letters. I do all of it, bro. I make sure. He hadn't responded.
I do the same thing, but I
scary.
send Kelly Clarkson pictures of me without a shirt on.
Yeah.
So I just Kelly Clarkson at kellyclarkson.com. Hey girl, these is my titties.
What you think about that?
Let's talk about that.
You ever seen such a beautiful pair of titties on a man before?
How about them, Kelly? I know you're freshly divorced. All right, so I'm saying that I'm whispering this, but I'm turned as fuck about it. So
calm down, Sid Vicious.
I smoke flower in my backyard. I'm an adult man. My house is paid for. There's a fence around it. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want in my own yard.
Seems reasonable to me.
And if you want to go, I'm a disabled veteran.
I do want to go
That right there, my blood spilt across this nation and this planet defending this Constitution is giving me the fuck. You're right, I do go patriotic every time I start ranting.
Every time you rant, that's what you do. But you know what? That's important, though. It's important. That needs to be on the resume, okay? That's on the resume.
Do you know why? Do you know why that happens every time I rant? Because that's what's in my heart.
That's
patriotism.
Right. Red, white, and blue.
My neighbor is an old lady. One of my neighbors is an old lady. And I was outside smoking, and a guy came over to my house, knocked on my front door. Which first of all, don't ever knock on my front door, because
that's the rule.
I will look through the window. We have a window that faces my front door. I will stare at you through the window until you go away. I'm not I don't give a fuck. Don't ever come to my front door. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I legit get furious when people come to my front door. I'll put out like the kid's wagon. I'll block the sidewalk. So if you come to my front door to knock, you have to move all that shit to get to it, which you shouldn't do. So don't come up.
Yeah, don't touch my stuff. Don't touch my stuff. Yeah. Don't knock on my door.
Don't touch my stuff. Include my door to knock on it. And I got a knock on the door, and I look through the window, and I recognize it as a guy that I thought was my neighbor's son, because I always see him over. She's older and needs help sometimes getting stuff out, and so I thought, oh no, something's wrong. He might need help.
Nah, he's smashing that old lady, ain't he?
So I open the door up, and I can just smell the old lady cunt all over. I can just smell old lady.
I knew it, dude. I knew that had to be what was going on.
So I answer the door, and he says, "Hey, you smelling dope?"
Whoa. No introduction. Didn't say who he was. Nothing. Just, hey, you smelling dope?
We've seen each other and, like, acknowledged each other a couple of times. Enough that I suppose he thought, I don't know, you smelling any dope? And I said, yeah, I think I am.
How old is he? You said yeah.
All right. Mid 50s, 60s. Like, he's old.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, maybe. And then I closed the door.
Right.
And then I went about my day. A couple days later, I'm outside again. He's not there all the time. He comes over every couple of days to help her with whatever. He's been over a little more frequently lately. Now I know why. Narc ass motherfucker. And I'm outside, and somebody starts beating on my fence like it's a door they're knocking on. Now, this neighbor It's the guy. It's that guy again.
Right.
But he doesn't live. My fence is in his yard. He walked across 2 yards to get to my fence. So he's just standing in my neighbor's backyard beating on my fence. And he says, "Hey, I smell dope."
Who is this fucking guy? And also, who gives a fuck? Like, so what if you smell it?
All right. Now, first off, knocking on my fence in my backyard when I'm back there is worse than knocking on my front door. Second off, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want in my backyard. Third off, you're a strange weirdo who's beating on my fence while I'm back here alone with my 2 small children.
Yeah.
How do you expect me to react to that? Because I'm going to tell you how I reacted to it. Not well.
Yeah.
All right. Internet world, I understand. You need to understand about me. And I know it hasn't come through in 12 episodes of this show. I can come across sometimes as confrontational or somewhat aggressive. So when he started beating on my fence, I took my shirt off and I grabbed a bat that was in our backyard.
Like a bat? I got you.
Yeah. I was gonna.
It was like
I was trying to say I didn't want to say a bat, so I was like, I grabbed a
barbed wire. Is that how you say? Yeah.
It was a 12-gauge shotgun that I loaded with hollow point. I wasn't gonna say it, but I grabbed a bat and I just flung my gate open, and I spun around the corner, and the wrestling fan in me, for real, came out unintentionally, and I just pointed the bat at him, and I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And that dude scurried like a roach when the lights came on, back across 2 or 3 yards to get back, and he went back inside. And my neighbor whose yard he was standing in, if the aroma was a problem, he's the one who's right there.
Would have been the first one to say something. Yeah.
And
yeah,
honestly,
I don't believe that. Like, for him to have smelled it.
No.
Yeah,
I
there's
think he
no
saw
way.
it over the fence. I think he saw it over the fence.
Just saw smoke.
If my neighbor was like, "Hey, I smell that. It's bothering me," I would work around it. I don't know this fucking dude, and you're gonna start with threats and beating on my fence. So I'm walking my dog one morning. This is over the span of a couple of weeks now. It's been 2 weeks or so. And I'm walking my dog, and I see him going over to his car, and I don't have my kids, so I don't have to be nice, because when your kids are around, sometimes you can't.
You can't be real.
You can't
be who you are.
I can't be real, because it would terrify my children to see the beast that I become. So he's helping a 170-year-old lady out of the car that I know is my neighbor and is a very sweet lady and I like. But
it's not about you, lady.
I took out my headphone and holding my dog, standing in the street with people getting ready to go to work in the morning, going out to their cars or whatever. And I said, "Hey, what the fuck is your problem?" And he turned around and he goes, "What?" And I said, "What the fuck is your problem?" And he said, "Well, I'll tell you what my problem is." And he comes down the driveway at me. And
all right, what type of like fast? He's coming.
I thought he was coming hot. I thought he was coming in hot. Okay. I'm 95% sure he was coming in hot until he saw me react accordingly, and then he stopped.
Yeah.
I think he thought he was going to come down the driveway and either intimidate me or catch me off guard. Turns out I was fucking ready. And I just pulled my dog back and I kind of got down out. I was fucking ready. I was going to end the bloodline. I was going to end his whole fucking family right there.
Ends with
and
you.
He comes down and he says, "I just want you to know that I called the cops. But they said they won't come out just because I say I smell dope. But I'm on to you."
He's going to be taking pictures of you soon, bro.
I think I think he expected me to react in a different manner, because I laughed in his face, because the thought that he took the time to take out his phone and call the police and wait on hold because there's a global pandemic and protest all over the nation.
Yeah.
And he just waited on hold and said, "Hey, I'm outside. and I think I smelled dope. Come out here now, bring the SWAT team.
Call in all emergency. All hands
And the
on deck.
cops were like, yeah, we'll be right there. Okay, yeah, you wait outside for us. We'll be right there. And
do you see us? You know,
I for real, I laughed in his face.
Yeah, you should.
And then my neighbor's daughter came down and grabbed him and said, "Come on, whatever his name is, Rick. His fucking name is Rick. I don't give a fuck. His name is Rick." She started pulling him up the driveway.
Can I stop you for a second? His name's actually Rick?
We're gonna go with Rick.
Okay, I'm just okay. Josh, I love Josh. Always uses Rick as his name of anybody that pisses him off. So if you threw it out there, I couldn't tell. I was like, is this an amazing coincidence, or is
I almost said it, but I don't want to. There's
fucking
no reason
Rick.
to.
That's fine. We're calling him
fucking
Rick.
My wife always makes a joke that her next husband's name is Rick. That's her joke.
You've
is
spoken
that she's
into
gonna leave
existence.
me for Rick, and so Rick has always been the name of who. So
if you keep calling Rick, he's gonna show up.
And I say you need to get your brother, and you need to check on your brother. I don't think he's well. And she said, "This is my boyfriend."
I think you need to check on your man.
You need to get your fucking mans. Get your mans right now. But which that made a whole new level to it because he's like 50 or 60 and he's dating someone, which is weird to me anyway, and symbolizes trailer park narc ass trash. And I hope he hears this. And also, you're that mad that you smell somebody smoking what you believe to be dope. What you believe to be dope at your girlfriend's mother's house.
The man's got a code, all right? The man's got morals, and he will not stand by while other people disrespect those morals.
So, today, the house that his baby mama's mama lives in, now has mama's his the house now has a fancy new patio furniture set with an umbrella in the backyard, but it's not behind the house. It's like way out past the trees, so it has a clear shot of my yard.
Man, let's go set that motherfucker on fire, bro. Let's fucking.
I'm 90% sure that he was peeking through the fence yesterday.
Yeah. He's taking pictures of you, dude.
From the chair, I said, "I swear to Christ, if I get up and you're on the other side of that fence, I'm going to fuck you up, old man." And I said it in a somewhat aggressive, confrontational
Well, there's
manner.
no nice way to say, "I'm going to fuck you up, old man."
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds ridiculous just telling you this on a podcast right now, sitting in my bedroom. But when I said it, I felt like saying it just made me like I got 60% stronger as soon as I said it.
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm gonna fuck you up, old man." And I just like hulked out, bro. I was walking on the other side of the fence. But by the time I got up, he wasn't on the other side of the fence.
Wow. Good for him.
Yeah. I have wasp spray
Saved
that
his
foams up. And if I think he's on the other side of the fence, I might just spray him. Or I might just walk around the corner and murder him, wipe out his whole fucking bloodline.
That's a side.
I'm going to put this podcast.
Let's put a horse.
I know he doesn't have the internet. I'm going to put a whole horse in his bed. There's a whole live horse.
Put a live horse in his bed.
I'm not going to kill a horse. I like horses. I'm going to put a whole ass
horse
in
his bed. Well, I meant like if we
bed.
find a horse head. That's what I'm not saying we go, you know.
You know, that reminds me of a great joke about a horse, about a dead horse getting moved. You ought to check. It's on Tennessee Kid.
Dude, why?
Sorry.
Why must you hurt me? Why?
I think I was just so angry right now at this dude that I wanted you to be on my level of anger. So it's an ongoing drama that is playing out in front of the world. And it's going to end with me going to jail for murder.
Oh, we all know.
Dope. Or dope.
I'm glad you documented this.
Yeah, I know he doesn't have the internet, so I'm just going to put it on a DVD and put it in his driveway. In his girlfriend's mom's driveway. You fucking loser.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait to hear how this develops over the weeks because I know this is not done.
I feel like I could justify any act of violence because there's children back there, and I could just.
If somebody does anything
Like,
ridiculous,
oh, I stabbed him with a machete through the slats of the fence because I got kids.
that's right. I got kids back here, man.
Yeah.
If I don't
got
stab
kids,
him with a machete through that fence, who knows what could have happened next?
He could have come around and tried to open it, probably.
Literally anything.
Then what? My dog could get out, bro.
Now what are we talking about? Now it's anarchy. Now there's no rules.
I'm gonna beat up his girlfriend's mom though if he keeps fucking with me. Like I'm gonna take it to. It's gonna become a war where I'm just gonna start hurting stuff he loves.
I'm all in, dude.
They got
I'm
a cat.
all in.
They got a cat. I'll shave it. I'm not gonna hurt it because
Yeah, we've
I'll
established.
shave it so it looks stupid.
You got a big dumb cat. A stupid dumb.
I won't hurt his cat, but I'll beat the shit out of his girlfriend's elderly mother.
Well, once again, man's got to have a code, okay? Man's got to have more.
And my code is over 60 does not disqualify you from ass whipping. Sorry. Fair is fair, bro. Them old ass bones can still take an ass whooping if your mouth can run.
It will not protect you. It will not protect you.
If your mouth still runs, your bones are old enough to get your ass whooped. Quote that. That's Josh. That's going to be like Confucius. That's going to be a quote for years to come. That's going to be attributed to my name. If your old ass mouth can still talk shit, your bones are tough enough to get beat the fuck up. Josh Watts.
It rolls off the tongue, too. That's what's good about it.
That's going to be our first shirt at bucketsofduckets.com. Yeah, I'm going to keep everybody updated on it. It's literally the only thing I've ever tweeted about that anybody in the world has given two shits about. So I had to unfollow somebody on Twitter yesterday because I realized I was following one more person than was following me, and I was like, I can't have that.
Nah, dude, you cannot have that. There's nothing, dude. I judge every person that follows me, that follows 6,000 people and only has 800 followers. Like, pathetic. Okay,
It's
not the way to play the game.
Get them Twitter numbers up.
I say that, but I know originally whenever I got on Twitter, like fucking 12 years ago, I was like purging a lot of stuff like that, where I'd follow people and then after a little while.
Yeah, but you got a good following on Twitter.
Yeah, but I don't do anything. Like I'm so bad at social media, and it's really just because I don't ever think that anything I say, I'm like, people don't need to hear this. Like,
says the guy that has a podcast.
I know. Well, I whenever I type it in my head, I think of every possible way that people read it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they don't have enough context for what I write. But whenever you can see me, whenever you can hear me, whenever all of that, I feel more safe. Like putting my stamp on that.
You're the only person I have tweet notifications for. Every time you tweet, my phone does a little beep.
So 7 times a year.
I've heard it twice. In the 8 years we've known each other, I've heard it twice.
Dude, I ate a fucking grasshopper this week.
Like the animal?
Yeah. Just
chocolate covered or just
I just grabbed one off
live?
the street. I just fucking took it. No. I just decided it's your time, grasshopper. It's a pandemic.
I hope you like held him and made him look while you ate his leg.
Oh, I went slow about it too, one at a time.
Hold his family and made his family watch.
I'm in your bloodline, grasshopper. I'm having kind of a similar thing going on over here. I've been noticing this fucking grasshopper staring at me, and
gotta nip that in the bud real quick.
And
bro.
I can be aggressive. I can. Sometimes I bite your fucking leg off. I don't know, but nah. So there at my job that I'm no longer essential at now. I'm just a regular person.
Fuck.
Because they opened the world back up because we defeated Corona, and so so
it's done.
There's a bunch of I work with a bunch of Mexican people, and this one girl that like doesn't speak English brought grasshoppers, and I was very confused when she tried to tell me
cooked.
Yeah, like cooked. She had them like
fried, chocolate.
Yeah, they taste like sunflower seeds. Like they were like crispy.
Yeah, I've had them before.
Yeah. Oh, you've had them?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I've had chocolate covered, and I've had like fried. I guess. Yeah. Like in a skillet.
It's interesting.
Didn't really.
Yeah, it tastes like
It didn't really
sunflower
taste like anything.
seeds, and then
Yeah.
she put it on a tortilla for
With a
me,
face.
and then I'll eat anything on a tortilla, so I was cool with that. Yeah, I don't know.
Now, how did you react? You reacted cool to that, right? Because
Yeah, she came up to me and was like,
like
well,
that's
she actually had somebody
like
else.
that's a cultural thing, and you can't just be like, oh, what?
Yeah,
that's fucking bugs, bro.
Just dump them all out.
Slap it out of her hand. Start stomping on them. What?
Oh. No, yeah, I honestly, so somebody came up to me that does speak English and was like, hey, have you had a grasshopper? And I honestly was like, well, this person can't be talking to me about the insect. And I was like, no, what are you talking about? And she's like, you know what they are, right? And I was like, I mean, no, because you can't possibly be asking a grown man if he knows what a grasshopper is. You have to be talking about something else. And she was
so then she thinks you're dumb for not
Yeah.
knowing what a grasshopper is.
Yes. Yeah. Then she goes, you don't know what a
grasshopper?
Yeah. She goes, you don't know what a grasshopper is? And I was like, yeah, we just go back and forth until finally we figure it out. But yeah, no, I at that point I was adventurous about it. I was like, yeah, give me that fucking grasshopper. What else you got in there? You got a roach? You got, what's going on? And
I'll eat your finger.
I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
I eat your ass.
I love Cinco de Mayo. I love taco bowls and Cinco de Mayo. I'm just like our president.
Patriotism throughout this podcast.
Throughout the podcast, it's here, dude. This is an American podcast.
This is only a green screen. This is only a green screen until I figure out how to imprint a Confederate flag over the back of it.
You're gonna need to clarify that you were fucking around on that.
It's a Confederate flag with a bunch of masks on it. Because I'm just kidding about the Confederate flag. If you want your flag to be flown anywhere, win a war. And also wear your fucking mask. So back to eating grasshoppers.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's just crazy. I
Did you eat a bunch of them?
I ate enough of them. I did,
Did you ask for more?
I ate as many. I ate them like just. She gave me a couple out of my hand, and then I ate it on a tortilla, and I felt.
Did she watch you real close when you tried them?
Yep, yeah. And I had to do faces, and I had to. I rubbed my belly. I rubbed my belly whenever I ate it, and I was like, "Very good, very, very good." And then, and I was like, "What's that over there?" And then I spit it all out. It was all the pressure of eating somebody's culture and having to, And then I tried to ask questions. I can't get it through my head that she doesn't speak English. I just can't. She's like,
she's here. How is it not?
Yeah, she keeps asking me, and so I'm like, do you always eat it? Like, do you eat them like just by themselves, or do you always eat them on a tortilla? And I was like doing like my hands together like tortilla, and she just kind of like kept putting her hands together, and it was like
she thinks you're just clapping.
Yeah, basically. And she's like, I don't know. And then I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna thank you so much, and it just helped my saw myself up.
I learned when in the military when we would travel, I learned that no matter how culturally sensitive you think you are, you will always end up doing hand signs and saying English very slowly, thinking that makes it clear.
I was talking so slow. Yeah.
You're like, no, I just said it too fast. That's why you didn't understand it, guy in Tajikistan.
Yeah, I'm sure if I like heard myself doing it, I'd be horrified. This is person.
When I was in Boy Scouts, our scoutmaster was an ex-Green Beret, and he was one of the baddest. He's just the baddest dude on the planet. And as a kid, he was like a living GI Joe. This dude one time sneezed on the toilet and blew one of his teeth out, and just sitting on the toilet. He dipped all the time, like he would chew tobacco.
Yeah.
And sitting on the toilet on a camp out, he sneezed and he walked out and he was like, "I blew my tooth out," and that was like. It was way cooler in my head when I was 12 until I just told it right now. Like,
yeah, that's crazy. I'm worried about this man. This man doesn't
I
care.
thought it was fucking awesome when I was, and I expected when I told this that she'd be like, "Oh, what? This dude is a fucking legend." And now that I said it out loud, I'm like, "Oh, fuck, he's just a weird old guy who sneezes."
Yeah, I'm worried about his hygiene and stuff. I'm worried about like, man, this dude doesn't care about what he looks like or nothing. I'm like, one of my biggest fears is if I lost a tooth. Like, so that's why I can't imagine somebody just poof, ha ha, and moving.
That's
on.
what made me think he was a badass dude. My look at these. Look at how my teeth are perfect. If I lost
You
these
got good
beautiful
teeth,
bastards, I would be heartbroken. Uh, but he would on campouts. He would just do all kinds of badass shit. Like he'd cook rattlesnakes or squirrels or just Green Beret badass shit. And he used to. Have you ever seen you know what a grub worm is?
I feel like yeah, I do.
I'm not scientific enough. They're like the larva stage of something. It's just like a little clear worm that you find in rotten
Did you
trees
see
and
in
stuff.
Lion King at the like whenever?
Oh yeah,
It's one of
yeah.
them. That's
Um,
how my Disney
and
movies are my reference
there you go.
for yeah.
Lion King. He would eat them. He would pick them out of trees while they were wiggling, throw
Just
them in his
like
mouth and eat
Timon
'em.
and Pumbaa, right? I got you.
Just like Timon and Pumbaa from Disney's The Lion King.
I got you.
And I was like, holy fuck, that's awesome. And he got me to do it one time. And it's like chewing a water balloon. It was just like a little.
Oh,
You
I
put
don't
your
like
mouth,
that
you bite it, and it
description.
just. Oh, dude, it just busted. It's just like a water. I don't know. It's the worst thing you can imagine it being whenever you eat one of those. Like, I don't want a gusher bug. I just
Yeah,
let it
I
be
don't.
like a.
I'm not big on things gushing. Yeah, whenever I bite into, I don't like filled donuts and stuff. Like
Nope.
I don't want jelly rolling down my face. And everything. I'm good on that.
Jizz on my back.
I feel like whenever I. I feel like whenever I bite into something that explodes like that, it's like an attack on me. Like that's not.
I hated it.
No,
But I was 14 and trying to be a GI Joe, so I couldn't be like, "Ugh, this bug is gross." I want my mom. I had to be like, "Oh, this is awesome." And they're like, "You want another?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna do some push-ups."
As you rub your belly, very good.
Yo.
Dude, I've been going like dude, let's talk about this. I have shows tomorrow, dude. I have by the time this comes out, I would have done it. But I
in Coos Bay.
In Coos Bay, Oregon. Hey, maybe it went well. Who knows?
Let's make the best. It probably did.
Man, I'm sure it went great.
Killed.
I bet everybody loved me. They carried me out on their shoulders like a hero. I'm sure.
Out into the sunlight.
Out
Y'all danced for the first time.
Took my shirt off.
Oh, it just flex for the people.
Oh, what a great moment!
Let's record two versions. Record a version of you talking about it as if it went awesome, and then we'll do one about how it's probably going to actually go in Oregon, and then we'll see how it goes, and then put it out.
Yeah, the one of how it actually goes would be very. I bet I nail it actually because I have experienced it over and over and over. I've experienced every 5 months for 4 years. I have gone in that room and died twice a night. And I'm gonna do it again. That's
Oregon's license plates. Their state motto is we don't appreciate Chase Myers. That's what
not welcome there.
On their license plate it says we don't appreciate him.
Don't appreciate it.
Fuck Oregon. How close is Coos Bay to Portland?
Like a couple hours, like 3 hours away.
Oh, all right. So you're not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not gonna run over there during your time off.
I'm just gonna get butt naked, lay in the street for a little bit, see if I can stop it with that. I don't know the story behind that picture. I didn't bother to look it up, but I saw somebody tweet that like this is a white woman that thinks she's the main character of the story. Like,
oh man, I've seen so many. To me, it's somebody making it about them. So what the fuck? What is that? I saw the Ralph Wiggum. I'm helping. Like what? You're just making it about yourself. But I've seen so many different arguments. Where like, well, she used her privilege to flash her pussy to the cops. I don't know what, but I'm seeing people like she's a hero and defending her, and then other people like, what?
I don't know.
Lady got tear gassed in her pussy for America, so
thank you, lady.
In my opinion, that's a true patriot right there.
Thank you for that sweaty pussy.
We the people take a rubber bullet in the cunt.
So yeah, Coos Bay is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna stop by the protest real quick.
Show your pussy to
show my pussy to everybody, and I'm gonna go do I'm gonna do 4 shows. Doing 4 shows. Doing 2 shows tomorrow. 2 shows Saturday.
Do you remember your material?
No, and that's the thing is like I don't even know if I want to do it. I think if there was ever a time, you know me, I am very like meticulous about what I say on stage, and I'll keep a joke forever. I don't give it works. It fucking works. I don't give a shit. And but I feel like now's not the time to do that. I feel like if I
Let them have it, dude. Get real. Be real.
well, so here's the thing: is it's who knows when I'm gonna have a show again. If I don't have a
Right.
show for another year, why am I like trying to make this perfect act for 20 minutes? I'm doing a 20-minute set. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I?
Oh, I thought. Oh, yeah. If you're doing 20 minutes, you could easily.
Yeah,
you
I'm the
could rip
feature.
20
I'm
minutes.
featuring for this. I'm not
yeah.
headlining it. No, Coos Bay.
Then who gives a fuck?
No, Coos Bay would never have me as a headliner. They'll have me a bunch of times as a feature though. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I'm only doing 20 minutes. It would feel weird to try to do this perfect act or whatever whenever just everything going on in the world and stuff. Like, it feels like it's the time to be loose. And if it goes bad, it always goes bad there. So why not go bad taking a shot, you know, especially if it's my last comedy shows ever, you know, so.
Right. Live it up.
I'm going for it. But yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm just excited. I can't believe how excited I am to just drive in my car for 6 hours and like.
So you're driving it?
Yeah, I'm going to drive it. I'm going to drive.
Are you nervous about the travel at all with the mask and the corona and everything?
I mean, I wouldn't want to fly. I would be nervous about flying, but I'm not.
Yeah.
In my car, I feel, you know, I'm just in my car by myself.
I mean, the hotel and stuff for you.
No, I mean, because that's going to be cleaned, and you know, I believe. I haven't heard any stories of people staying in a hotel and catching corona. And if you know of any, don't fucking.
You know why you haven't? Because liberal media doesn't want you. Did you see the video? Look, I don't like to get into a whole lot of politics on here, except for wear a fucking mask, you monsters.
You know what's funny is that we never like to talk politics, really. But you know, the show is just a weekly, like, kind of what's been going on with us, and fuck if that's not all that's going on right now. Like,
did you see the video of Trump talking about the cognitive test? How he can't let that go. Person, man, woman,
camera,
and TV. You
get
he
extra
barely
points.
Got those right.
You get extra
if you get
points.
it right.
If you get it right,
what points do you get if you get it wrong?
Dude,
and like
it's just it's a fucking the ego. He can't let it go. He can't. He's hearing people say that he's dumb, and this is he is dumb. So this is his way of trying to prove that he's not.
In the last couple of weeks, he has been cheered by his base for drinking water with one hand, for explaining why he couldn't walk down a ramp, and then for passing a cognitive. The test, they make sure that you don't have dementia.
Bro, that interview.
You can go look at the test online. Like, is this an elephant? Is this a... Like,
yeah, both of those interviews, by the way, the one where he does his you get extra points thing, and then just the one that he had with, was it Chris Wallace? Like, both of those are on Fox News. That's what's crazy, is he came off like that on Fox News. Like...
And that Chris Wallace one too, what I love is whenever it starts really going bad, he's in the middle of explaining something. He goes, and you know, I don't like Fox News very much. And then just keeps going again.
Yeah, of course you don't. Well, yeah, because you can't stay on one topic.
But
wait, let me talk about the water thing right quick.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever he went to take that, the like, oh, look, I can do it.
He barely did it.
It didn't look like he could do it. It really did.
He barely did.
It was a lot of... It was a lot of neck. It was a lot of kind of lowering. He kind of lowered his head down to like it, and that other hand was creeping up. Like he,
if he was really mentally capable and cognitive of enough to be president, he wouldn't still be talking about the test that he took to prove that he wasn't a demented old man in the middle of everything that's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other countries are opening back up because they're reporting 0 cases a day, and we're reporting 70 and 80,000 new cases a day because you fucks won't wear masks and think it's against your right, and it makes you a sheeple to give a fuck about the people around you. Fucking cowards. That's what's being a coward, is not giving a shit about everybody around you. Wear your fucking mask or stay the fuck home. Sorry.
Don't. What are you apologizing for?
Joe Biden is not a good choice, but the other choice is Donald Trump. So there is no choice.
And don't get fucking cute, by the way. Don't vote for third party whoever, because if you do that, Donald wins. Like, that is what happens, okay? I don't give a fuck about who speaks to you politically and all this shit. I don't care. I do not care. Yep. Vote to get him out. That is what this one is
Yeah,
about.
it's not getting anybody in. It's getting him out. Is all it is.
Because that's what happened last time. Is we all got Bernie hurt. I'm one of them. I didn't vote for him, but I was
Me
still
too.
one of them. Where I was like, damn, Bernie got fucked. But I knew better than to go vote for him or to throw it away in a third party. Because now we have a reality show host as our president.
And when I traveled, like I was on vacation in the military. When we go to other countries, they would treat us. I didn't understand the way we were treated by other countries. They didn't throw bottles at us necessarily or anything, but you can tell as an American, especially a soldier, when you go somewhere else, you can tell what they think of Americans.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like everybody has there's a pretty low opinion of us in general.
Yeah, get into that. That's the hell.
There's a pretty low opinion of Americans in general because our arrogance. We're cartoonish to a lot of other countries. Like when we were in Spain, when I was in Spain, and this was one of the funnier things to me. Yeah. I don't know if this is interesting.
No, this is hella interesting.
In Spain, we got to be friends with some of the people in a bar while we were getting ready to go to deploy, and we were out like just drinking, and we got to be kind of friendly with a couple of people, and friendly. I think they just wanted to tell us how low they thought of Americans, so they were friendly. This was their opportunity.
This is their opportunity. And we'll fuck around with these guys, and then we'll get to say what we wanted to say.
They told us what they think about Americans, and they joke about how they can always spot Americans in places. And one of their things that I find hilarious, they can always spot Americans by the size of our drinks. They would say that's these. I'm not trying to make a cultural reference of Spanish people. These particular people in this bar in 2001 said that Americans always have like huge sodas or whatever, and nobody else does.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And when they said this, I for real started looking around. And even in a bar, the Americans were served beer in we were served in big glasses like this, and everybody else had regular sized glasses.
Well, that almost seems like the bar making that decision too. If like this dude's American, he wants a big glass.
Yeah, this fat American fuck wants this big. Let's get him a big one so he'll stop coming up here. But it's just, and now you can see it in the political cartoons from other countries.
Yeah, dude, we're getting it, bro. Like
we're a laughing stock of the world because of our arrogance, and that's what's going to tear this country down. That's what's we're too arrogant.
We're banned from going anywhere. We can't go to another country right now. It's crazy. The rest of the world was like, fucking keep your weird asses over there. Isn't it crazy that the whole rest of the world managed this better? The rest of the world managed it better. How is that possible?
To see now that our country is what these guys explained to me, I see now why other countries see us the way they do.
Dude, when I was I did a show.
I'm getting fired up about
I did a show in Canada during the last election.
I would love to go there.
And it was
just be there.
Yeah, it was like just be there. Just pick a place. Just let me close my eyes, pick a Providence, I'll be there. That's where I'll be. Saskatchewan, here I come, baby. And so I was there during the election, the past election, and I went to an open mic because I was there for like a week or so. And it was crazy how many of their comics were doing material about our politics, and were doing it like really well, like, and we're like nailing all the parts. Like I remember like this one guy I remember very vividly. He had this whole bit about Donald Trump is exactly what America deserves, and that like of course that's how like he basically was like, yeah, this is how it was gonna be. Like this was always how it was gonna be. And then just talking about how we didn't appreciate Barack and all kind of shit. And yeah, but it like blew me away because I was like, man, they really know our shit. I didn't even know that Trudeau was called a prime minister. I was, like, What up, Prez? What's y'all's king called? What's his name?
What's the mayor of y'all's country?
Because it's so small, right? So it's got, it's not a president.
It's
not great. Not great, Tom. And it's hard not to talk about it. It's fucking hard not to talk about it. because
And it's a terrifying time because my daughter was supposed to start school now. She was supposed to be in school now. And so
wow,
now it's
holy
there's no
fuck, Zoe's about to
fucking
start
way.
school.
Yeah,
Damn, dude.
we had enrolled her. We had enrolled her in pre-K.
Fuck.
Yeah, she's 4. She'll be 5 in February.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa, that's crazy to me, man. I know
yeah.
that's yeah.
It's my favorite little girl on the fucking planet. Anyway, but there's no way I can send her to school now. Um, but with all this, so now is she going to be behind because I was worried about her health? Like it's just we shouldn't be put in this position, and we're put in this position because a bunch of racist dumb fucks elected a reality show host as the president of the United States. When I was in basic training, they basic training, and then it was 6 weeks, and then the police academy was like 3 months. Mm-hmm. And I was in the academy, and you could get washed back, which would mean you don't graduate with your class. You get sent down to another class, and you graduate at least a week later, which means a week of another week of no freedom, living on a base, living strict military life. Mm-hmm. You don't graduate with the people you've done all this stuff with, whatever. Well, when I joined the Air Force, I got an extra rank because I was an Eagle Scout. So I was automatically an extra.
I didn't realize those like transferred.
2% of Boy Scouts at the time would make Eagle Scouts. And basically the first rank in the Air Force, just one stripe, means like basically I know how to stand at attention and say the pledge. Or, like not just a little bit, but it's enough. And a guy during the academy asked me how I got it. I'll never forget, his name was Seacrest. I don't remember his first name, but I remember his name was Seacrest.
I wonder what happened to that guy.
And no, he was a little greasy fuck. And one day he just started in on me, asked me about that, and I said I got it. Like I genuinely thought he was asking. I was like, "Oh, I got it because of Boy Scouts." And he laughed and started making fun of me. And I remember the second he started laughing, I was like, "I'm gonna hit this motherfucker!" Like the very second. The second I saw mockery in his tone, I was like, I'm gonna fucking knock him out. The second I didn't like him anyway, and I just needed an excuse to have a reason to hit him anyway. I fucking hated this kid. If I saw him today, I'd still punch him. It's been 20 years. Fuck you, Seacrest. If you're seeing this, graduated the Air Force Police Academy in around April 2000. You're a piece of shit. Anyway, so then he knew he could see that it got me worked, and so he just kept needling me all day because he knew we were like
turned into a shoot, brother.
We were a week from graduation. I almost worked myself into a shoot. It was a week from graduation, so he knew I can't do anything. I'm not going to hit him because I'll get recycled back, which means you're a week from graduation. After 3 months of this intense bonding stuff, you go to another team where you don't know anybody and no, man. So he knew I wasn't going to hit him. I did eventually.
Right after you graduated, right?
No, he was making fun of Scoutmasters and saying how they every Scoutmaster probably diddles you or whatever. And I said, I don't know why I said, but I was like, dude, my dad was our Scoutmaster, so And he goes, "Oh, so you got fucked by your dad?" And I'll tell you right now, today, I'll punch somebody if you talk about. I'll still fight you if you talk about. And without a second thought, I got up and I reared back to hit him. And then I had a moment of self-doubt or clarity. And when I'm reared back to punch, as I'm swinging, I opened my hand up and I slapped. I've never in my life slapped anyone or anything that hard because it was going to be a punch. And I cupped my hand and I slapped the shit out of him. He stumbled onto the ground. Our instructors grabbed us and I thought I was going to get recycled back. They were like, "What the fuck are you doing? It's last week." And they kind of let it slide a little bit because
were they interested?
They knew what had been happening, and
were they interested in hearing what happened?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
my instructors liked me a lot because I was real gung ho and aggressive, and whenever they would ask people why they me they'd ask people why they joined the Air Force, and people were like, "Oh, I want to go to college and pay for school." And when they asked me in front of the class, I you stand at attention and say, "I want to pay for college," whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, "I joined the Air Force because I want to kill people and break all their shit." And from that moment on, they thought I was their favorite. I volunteered for everything like an idiot. I got tear gas and rubber bullets. So they were on my side, and they didn't want to recycle me at the last, like, 3 days.
You're a psychopath, bro. I just want to throw that out there. Right?
So they didn't they were afraid to recycle. They were afraid to send me back. This dude's a fucking
You weren't really going to catch your breath for a while, and I just need to make sure I got that out there.
Thanks, man.
Because you were just going to keep blowing past all of that, like...
Yeah. And so they made me, we had to shake hands and say it was cool. And we graduated like 2 days later, 2 or 3 days later. And I'll show you the picture. I have an Air Force, like you get a yearbook or whatever when you graduate. In our yearbook, he has a giant print across his face from where I slapped the shit out of him. And I still have that 20 years later in a Air Force class graduation yearbook. He has a big old mark. It's not clear enough to tell it's a hand. I wish it was, but it's still a mark.
You know,
there.
And he knows.
I know, and he knows.
And that's all that matters.
He knows in his heart what happened.
He can't look at that picture and not remember the time.
I hope he's at home right now.
He got that shit
crying because his wife just left him and took the kids. And he's just digging through what's left of his life, and he finds some happy memories. Oh, remember I was in the Air Force 20 years ago and I had a good time. And he opens that book up praying for some semblance of happiness that he used to have when his heart felt alive. And he flips to that page to see his stupid, dumb face and a big fucking handprint on it because his bitch ass wouldn't shut up.
I hope that happens too. I hope.
I'm not spiteful, but I hope that's what happens. I don't hold grudges.
I mean, as of just being introduced to this guy, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not on his side.
Look. Billy Gunn don't want no trouble from nobody, all right? But fuck this guy.
Ain't never been okay with trouble. But I know that's some fuck shit, all right?
Legitimately, when I was just telling you the story about him, it was playing over in my head, and I got mad. I just got worked up again.
Yeah.
With him making fun.
Talking about your daddy, bro.
Oh, man. My dad, that's the thing. My dad wasn't even a scoutmaster. I just said that thinking like, well, he won't say my dad.
Baited him a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, he won't say my dad fucked me, and then he did.
He totally said it.
And he fucking said it, and I was like, well, I gotta slap this dude now. He just said my dad fucked me. I can't. I gotta hit him.
This is a man that somehow has made it to this point in his life and has not been slapped in the face. Clearly. Because why? Why would a man that knows what a slap in the face feels like dare say something about some man's father?
I guess I did bit him a little. Because I clearly just said the Green Beret who sneezed his teeth out on the toilet was our scoutmaster. He wasn't fucking anybody. He was sneezing teeth out on the toilet. So I just said my dad thinking, surely he won't say that my father. I've sang Lean on Me in church with this motherfucker on the bass for 3 months now. We've put our arms around each other. Lean on me when you're not strong. He's not saying my dad fucked me. There's no way.
Oh, man.
But he did.
He did. Some people just weren't raised right. Fuck. All right, man. Let's call that.
You want to end it?
That's perfect. Guys, thank y'all so much for listening, man. Make sure you check out everything on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe on all podcast streaming platforms.
Hey, follow me on Twitter and find out what happens with my neighbor. Keep
it up. Keep live updates. I will be back next week to let you know what's going on with his neighbor, what happened in Coos Bay. I'm Chase Myers.
I'm Josh Watts.
Peace.
Ah.